will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Devontae Smith there to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Taken in by Achane. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of growth.
This one caught by the back in the backfield. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Indianapolis.
For a Colts.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around it, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
And he would get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Once again, it's Achane. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colts.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Brown now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes on first down. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Pickup of 6.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On third down, Mahomes. That's caught. First-round pick, Tyler Ward. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
And the Broncos first down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. And the Broncos are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. First and goal, Denver.
Judkins. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Henley on the tackle.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. That's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and goal. Mahomes. Out of the pressure. Too much. And he goes down. Deion Henley. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This about as short as you can get. Little's kick is good. And the Broncos will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that could be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completed. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 12
That
yards.
one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
I don't think we all appreciate enough just how difficult it is to throw on the run. The technique, the arm strength, the accuracy, all of those things on complete display on that first down pass.
On the draw with Achane. Healing forward for maybe a yard. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They'll toss it here to Achane. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Back at the 38-yard
So
line.
much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Williams, and that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On the return, it's Hill. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
A gain of 13 yards.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Judkins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Denver 1st down.
The Broncos.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Left side, and it's caught by Warren. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop at 34 seconds to go until the break. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. In motion is Warren. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Yellow. My side.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight ends. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Broncos. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have got to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here's Smith to return it. He'll be out of bounds, just past the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Vegas! What is up? Guys!
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers.
It leads to second and 10.
It's second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now out wide to Achek. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
Here's a give to Achek. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Colts start back within a score. It's now 17-10.
Colts 10. Cam Little to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
What is up?
Out quickly, and it's Adams. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
On the play.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
48-yard line.
Ready to up.
From the pistol, here's Achak. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A Wilson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Broncos.
From the 46,
46-yard line.
here's second and 8.
Ready to Jordan. Jordan, Jordan.
To throw is Williams. Taken in by Achak. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Williams. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Second and 16 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. That's into the hands of the fullback. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's good for a Colts first down.
First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Got his man at the 6. To the pylon, he's in. Got down. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Colts will come back to tie things at 17.
At 17.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Brown now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Travis Jones there to bring him down.
It's now second and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 6. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. The outside, that's caught by Hill. Terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after the catch.
Score, Broncos 24, Colts 17. Cam Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
What is up?
On the ground to start the drive, it's A-Check. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
What is it?
Here's Williams. Now a screen set up for A-Check. This one will be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Back at the 19-yard line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
Remember, he had the
yards.
touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down.
And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and
So
18.
both teams trade
At the
touchdowns in
34-yard
that
line.
frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Dad. What is up?
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
Incomplete.
Devontae Adams, the intended
Sets up a
receiver.
3rd down
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
6 of 4 and taken. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, 43. First down throw, Mahomes, and that one incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd
It's a
down.
gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's swung out to Hunt. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Judkins now on 1st and 10. He's inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Broncos. For Judkins, he was so effective in college. 50 total TDs at Ohio State and Ole Miss, but that is first in the NFL. Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
17. Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return is Achane. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
Dad. Combo. Ready to run. Dad, yep.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. To the outside, it's brought in by Allen. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
25 yards.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready to run.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's the tight end Bowers. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 7.
Here's 1st and 10.
That's another. Colts.
On the handoff, this is Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 33-yard line.
On the move left. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. Well run with Achane. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. 2nd down, they need 7. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Elijah Molden on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So here comes 3rd and 5. Now Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags.
Results.
It's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Combo.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike. I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. And on first down, it's back to Judkins. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They run it once more with Judkins. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. About 54 to go.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Judkins. He gets free. Still on the move. Inside, and he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Denver. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
On the return is Achan. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. They will take a knee here. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll go down to a knee. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.